Yeah, so I think it's always been a part of me is that I've never only done one thing. Even as a younger, even when I was studying, I was always doing coaching in the background while I was still playing and playing professional cricket. So it's always been, I've never really been tied down to just doing one thing, which is quite nice. It's refreshing to have different things that you sort of looking forward to on a daily basis. So my role at the Titans is really more on the coaching side of things, and then my role here at Wanderers is more from a biokineticist point of view. So it's obviously nice working with professional sportsmen on a daily basis, whether in the coaching role or in the exercise role. And then what's also nice and refreshing here at the centre is that we sometimes see your sort of weekend warriors that come in and are looking for elite treatment or special treatment, as well as your elderly or your young aspiring sportsman who's trying to get to that level. So that sort of transition is always good and something that I look forward to on a daily basis. Exactly, absolutely, and that's always refreshing for me to keep learning on a daily basis. Where so often you can learn from the 12-year-old that comes in here, who maybe you overcomplicating things with the professional, and it takes you back to just keep things simple. That this actually works, so get back to basics. There's constant learning on a daily basis, in both fields. Yeah. So it's a common question that we often get, and the easiest way to answer it is where a doctor prescribes medicine, a biokineticist prescribes exercise. That's really where we that's our field of expertise. So the transition, and we do it really well here in the centre from physio to bio. We work closely, obviously, with Ziad and Tim. And the transition from physio treatment, which is a lot more hands-on, and the initial part of perhaps the rehab, to your final phase rehab, which is where the bio comes in. So, if we use an example, point of injury, if you're in pain, you see the physio will then treat and get rid of the pain, and then refer to the bio, and then it's our job to get you back onto the field or onto the road or whatever, to do your activities of daily living, if that is where you're inclined. So our role is really to get you back out onto the field performing, and so that you don't come back into the centre. That's really where the rehab phase as well as the prehab phase, which is your prevention of injury. So we want to prevent any further injuries happening. So in the centre we see a lot of young sportsmen, during their growth spurt phase, during where perhaps they've picked up an injury or are starting to feel little niggles while their body is growing, and our job is really to manage that process through their developmental phase to ensure that they can reach peak performance out in the field. Yeah, so very much family. Got a beautiful wife at home, as well as a 5-year-old kid who Luke keeps me very busy. The nature of the game that I'm involved in does keep me away from home from time to time. So when I am at home, I really want to spend as much time with him as possible. Very much family orientated, and sort of off season for me is golf season. So we play a little bit of golf when my son's at school. That keeps me quite busy, as well as obviously spending a lot of time here in the practice and developing other aspects.